Hello there, this is Krisha at KrishaYoung.com. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about some physical stress busting techniques that you can do. Usually when we're stressed out, we are so outside of our bodies. We're not connected. We're not in a physical place. We're analyzing or even arguing in our own mind, or thinking of what needs to be done next or what we need to do to get out of this situation. It's how our stress function is designed in our body. So when we do get stressed out physiologically, blood flow goes to the brain. There's a whole bunch of neurochemicals that get activated so that we can think that way. But the problem is that most of us are sitting behind a desk, or we're in a car all day long or something like that, and we're not doing the physical stuff that needs to be done to release that stress out of our body. So that ends up manifesting as anxiety and depression, weight gain with people. So it's really important to, when you are stressed out, and let's face it, we all are, it's a chronic issue in society nowadays, to get physical in your body somehow. So no, I'm not talking about going for a run, although by all means, if that's what calms you down, then do that. This is more for if you're, at your desk all day long and you can't get out anywhere, and you've had, a pretty busy day, or you're maybe a stressful day, or maybe you work out of your car, you're a salesperson and you're driving around, so you can't exactly, just stop, drop, and do like a whole yoga sequence. But there's quite a few things that you can do in a chair and in a setting where maybe the fishbowl office or something like that, that isn't going to be require a lot of physical space or a lot of anything in order to get it done. So one of the first things that we're going to talk about is breathing. You'll probably have noticed that when you are stressed out, you hold your breath. I know I do for sure. And breath is, it's our vital life force. It's without breath, we die, right? So in order to really kind of start to get present back into our bodies, we can do some breathing techniques. And there's one, it's a yogi breathing, pranayama breathing. It might look a little silly, but it really helps to calm down that nervous system. You don't have to do the hand movement if you're, like I said, in some sort of fishbowl or something like that and a little embarrassed to do something like that. But you can do the concept behind it. So how it works is you basically kind of like hang 10, plug in one nostril, right? And then take a breath from that other nostril. Hold it, and then release. And then you switch. I did that wrong. Sorry. You breathe in, hold, switch, and then breathe out. And then you breathe in from that same nostril, hold, switch, breathe out. So you get the idea. So it's basically this breathing exercise, and what it does, like immediately, I feel calmer now from just doing that. Calms your nervous system. This is a really great thing to do when you feel a craving coming on. Again, it brings you present and into your body. That's one big thing about eating, having cravings, and reaching for the wrong foods is because you're completely mindless to it. So getting physical in your body brings you to that mindfulness. This is also really important before eating as well, like eating any kind of meal. If you're the type of person who just shovels food in, eats in front of their computer, eats in their car, and like next thing you know, your entire food's gone and you don't even remember eating it, that is the kind of eating that ends up packing on the pounds, giving you lots of digestive upset and things like that. So it's really important to kind of get that presence before you eat. Another physical thing that you can do is emotional freedom technique, or tapping. This may seem a little woo-woo if you haven't been exposed to it, but there's going to be a couple of other kind of woo-woo things I'm going to talk about in here, because it's all about the physicality. It's all about the energy, right? We're energetic beings, and stress is such a frazzled, frenetic energy. So doing something like the breathing and then the tapping technique really, again, helps us get zoned in, physical in our body, and helps us focus on something other than the thing that's stressing us or pissing us off. So if you're not familiar with emotional freedom technique, you can just Google it. There are like hundreds of YouTube videos out there. But basically, you start off by tapping the side of your hand, which has some, what do you call it, like points on it. That send signals to your brain, okay? So you start off by saying, even though I'm feeling so pissed off at that client or so pissed off at my boss, or I'm so stressed out because I have like 150 things to do, and just like there's no time, or shit, like I didn't make my quota this month and, you know, stressing out about money, whatever it is, even though I'm feeling XYZ, I love and accept myself anyway. And then you go through the rest of the tapping points on your body. So you start up here, you do over your eye, under your eye, your lip here, under your chin, your chest, under your arm, and then you kind of rotate around and around and around. Again, if you're in some sort of fishbowl, you can tap like this. So just use your fingers. So even though I feel stressed out about this, I love and accept myself anyway. I encourage you to research this a little bit more so you can get more information. Otherwise, I would take up all your time with just EFT. And then you want to like try to move your body too, if you can, right? So just get up out of your chair, and you can even do like some squats. Yes, I am doing a squat for you, okay? Like makes your ass nice and high and tight, right? It's physical. It's like I'm doing something physical now with my body, so I'm dispersing that that stressful energy. Do like some lunges, squats. Go for a walk outside if you can. Just any kind of physical movement. If you've been in your car all day long, drive to a park and stop and. Even if it's minus 400 outside, just go outside for a few minutes, just like that physicality. And then the last thing I want to say is just, there are energetic things that you can do to help shift a stressful energy, especially if, there was something happening in your room. Like if there was an argument of some sorts or a really tense meeting or something like that. There's a lot of really woo-woo things that you can do, and some of it includes like burning sage, for example. That helps sort of like move out and disperse the energy. Just open a window if you can, to allow that energy to sort of escape. Another thing that you can do that I found really worked well for me, my coach told me about this one. I was having a really hard time sleeping in a hotel room a few weeks ago, and it was like 3 nights in and I still wasn't sleeping, and which is not like me. And she said, just go around the room and clap your hands. And really loudly, and just be like, thank you for being in this, talking to the energy, thanking the energy for being there, but telling it it can go. And it seems like, okay, well, what the hell? But nobody's in your room. Nobody needs to know you're doing that, right? And I'm telling you, it worked. Like, I slept that night. I don't know if it was a psychological thing. Who cares? It worked. After 3 days of not sleeping, I'll try anything. Crystals are another great way to kind of help with the energy. And I have these balls. I can't remember what they're called now. Maybe somebody watching, if you know what this is, but the lady in the crystal store told me to buy them. It's a male and female ball, and it helps, again, like protect your energy when you're dealing with clients and things like that. So even just having something in your hand, again, it's that physicality of connecting into your body. So I hope you found this video informative. I know it's a little long, but this is very, very important, and something that we need to start doing as entrepreneurs and busy executives. Like, stress is just killing us. It's literally killing us. So it's really important to incorporate at least one of these things in your daily practice. And even if you don't think you're stressed, you probably are, because most of us are these days anyway, and we have this baseline now that we wouldn't even know what it feels like not to be stressed, if you know what I mean. So today you learned about the Pranayama breathing, calming down the nervous system, emotional freedom technique, about moving your body, and some like woo-woo, crystal, sagey kind of things that you could try to help disperse that energy. So if you have any comments or you want to share your own stress busting stuff, please do so in the comments. I love to hear from you, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.